Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go on this cold afternoon in Philadelphia. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Hurts. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. And the Niners are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They'll throw to begin with Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Now Purdy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jalen Carter getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Niners will take a 3-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They had the interception on that opening drive. It only led to a field goal, so 3-0 as the offense comes back out 1st and 10. On the ground. It's Barkley to start the drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
To number 26, Saquon Barkley. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
First pass. Complete to number 11, A.J. Brown. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Hurts. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Open man, A.J. Brown's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. He'll get a dozen out of that one. Scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll be 3rd down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. It is 3rd and 10. Now Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Saquon will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles move out to a 7-3 lead.
49ers 3.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Niners offense about ready to get going. On their 2nd possession, they'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. All alone is the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after after the catch, it's second down.
Brings up second and 2.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll motion a tight end right. He'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. He'll get about 2. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 8. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
4 brings up third and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
That's another 49er first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, 49ers.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
17 more yards. And the 49er first down. First and...
It'll be first and goal when we come back. 7-3 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. Now, a short one caught by Tonjes.
To number 88. A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
Last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. Let's see what happens on third and goal. Purdy gonna put it up again. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. It's up and Good. And the 49ers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Eagles 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Barkley. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll go with the sneak. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
He steps out of bounds behind.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On play action, Hurts. That's right side, and he's got Calcaterra. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Here's Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. One more time, they try Barkley. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles are on top. It's 14-10.
Eagles 14, 49ers 10.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. We'll go play action. Purdy reaching for it. The tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it'll bring up second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
A fair catch signals, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a first down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Hurts using the pop pass. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try to sneak it here. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. First down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Now Hurts going to call his own number, and he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Hurts. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a gain of 29. And it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, and at the very least, got to come away with some points.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is caught inside of the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Eagles are out to a 21-10 lead.
49ers 10.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. 49ers offense ready for this next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down. Here's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's out of bounds, gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter.
1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down, San Francisco.
First and 10. Back to the air again is Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Purdy. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this 1st half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Niners offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. To throw, Purdy. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up second down.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in second and long.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Third down.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Forced out left. Now he'll run.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on third and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. That's taken in by Jennings. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
A 28-yard gain. First down, 49ers.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Pass caught by Pearsall. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Gain on the play. And it's third down.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Open man there, it is Bourne. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll send a tight end in motion. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Loss of 2 yards.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
It is brought in the end zone. Hendrick Bourne. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Purdy and the 49ers will try to get 2 more.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point
Kittle is the man in motion. They'll let McCaffrey try to run it. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Bigsby to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
3rd down, they need 5. Now, Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number 1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Man in motion is Smith. Play action. Here's Hurts. In trouble, and down he goes. Etor Gross-Matos getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Hurts. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep.
And he's got another one. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Eagles 28, 49ers 16.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's Brock Purdy, and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Third down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Throwing left sideline, looked to be caught, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. It's incomplete. Probably one they'd like back. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 37
Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He's got a tight end, Calcaterra, to the left. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
Gain of 11.
They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 10 yards.
10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again. Hurts. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20.
4 yards.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard
An
line.
interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. And this will be from 42 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Niners offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 2nd down, Purdy fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Here's Purdy again. Now, a short one caught by Tonjes. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. to the air again is Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big one there on third down. Good for 26 yards.
And a 49er first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up third down.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
40-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back out to kick it away. Bigsby to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Man in motion is Smith. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well.
2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and
This is one of
7.
those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On third down, here's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
32 yards.
It is a big play for the Eagles. 32 yards.
1st and 10 at
It's
the
not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On second down, Hurts. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he's into the end zone yet again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Elliott now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
49ers 19.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he's able to fight through one tackle here, pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Again, it's McCaffrey. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And this time they are ready for him. Throw for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Purdy now on second down. Short one there, caught by Kittle. Good work there to get this back close to a first down. 13 on the gain. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
On 3rd and 1, here's Purdy. That's caught by Bourne. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Purdy on first down. Open man there, it is Bourne. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. Throwing again is Purdy. To the goal line and in. DeMarcus Robinson. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers are able to edge a bit closer.
49ers 26.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The middle with Barkley, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Once again, it's Barkley. Oh, Barkley has fumbled. And this is going to wind up 49er football. They have it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one.
Play is under review.
At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? The Niners will use their third and final timeout. They'll talk things over before third down. On the handoff, this is Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. D. Winters on the stop. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Purdy's pass complete to Christian McCaffrey. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Jalen Carter in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. So it's a win here for the Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say.